everyone. Welcome to another Author Reads with your host, me, D.M. Wright. I'm a supporter of Red Nose Day, and you can be too with the link in the description. Today we're going to be reading from one of my future works that I've completed, but it is in the post-production editing phase. You can find all of my works at D.M.W productionsoz.com, and the particular one we're going to be looking at in future works is Uncle Ian. So this is a coming of age telling story of a wannabe rodeo clown. So we're going to get right to it. None of it is properly formatted because it's not completed as far as the post-production is concerned. So we'll get straight into it. Saturday. Young Ian never felt more like a man than with a white painted face, red lips, red nose, blue diamonds over his eyes, a cowboy hat under his head, and leading a bucking bull away from its fallen rider. The day he turned 18, he had been home a single night at his family's rural farm after travelling more than 500 kilometres from his boarding school in the city. Despite the advice from school career counsellors, Ian had only ever wanted to be a rodeo clown. It was fun and dangerous. It kept him fit, kept him laughing, and how many other jobs allowed costumes and face paint? "Pay attention, Ian," called the 80-year-old farmhand nicknamed Waffles. "Stop running from the bull and letting it charge. Get as close to his side. Stay in his blind spot." Ian sprinted from the raging bull, frequently shooting a look over his shoulder as the animal closed in. There was no way now to get beside him. He was too late. "Faster!" yelled Waffles. Ian jumped the fence mere centimetres from his rear being stabbed by the bull's horns. "Lucky." "That's all you have, boy," Waffles chided. "Luck's the only reason you're not heading to the hospital on your birthday." "Don't exaggerate, Waffles," Ian's elderly father of 70, Gordon, grumbled from his deck chair sunbaking. "The kid's fine." "Dad!" Ian cheerfully scoffed. "Sorry, man. Gordon smiled and lay his head back upon the chair. "Round up the bull and go again." "Yes, Dad," Ian saluted and hopped to it. Waffles' lips pursed and he climbed over the railings into the ring. "Let me show you how a real man does it." "The boy, man, probably needs a better role model than you, mate," Gordon muttered. "You're hardly speedy at your age." Waffles adjusted his cowboy hat. "That's the point I was making, old man. If he stays in the blind spot, he barely needs to run. Are you watching, Ian?" I thought we were watching you." "Not you, bloody idiot," Waffles grunted. "Ian, are you paying attention?" Ian hopped upon the railing, ready to release the bull back into the ring. "Of course." "Then go." Ian opened the gate and the bull charged in with a farm hand bucking on its back. "Ian!" his nana called from the house porch. The 90-something-year-old had a bellowing voice that crossed fields and could spook the cows at the far end of the property. "Coo-ee!" She waved for him and Ian obediently left. Throwing himself upon the back of a waiting horse, he cantered back to the homestead. The rider fell rearward off the bull, leaving Waffles, without his student, to distract the raging animal. Upon Ian's approach, his nana held out a note for him to take. "There's more people coming tonight than we expected, so here's everything I need you to get from the shop before it closes, or there'll be a pittance to eat." "Who's coming now?" he asked. Nana ignored his question. Instead, she scoffed at the 14-year-old girl relaxing on the porch, scouring through women's magazines for hot and single 40-year-old celebrities. "And take your niece with you." Ian checked his watch, then whistled at Sonia for her to join. "We haven't got all day." Nana rolled her eyes. "Not the horse, take the car. Ugh, children." Wait, two secs, said Ian. leaping down from the horse and thrusting the reins into Sonia's hands. "Tie her up, I'll be back." He ran inside, through the lounge and dining room area, into the hallway that stretched almost the length of the house, and turned into his open bedroom. He raffled through his piles of possessions scattered upon every piece of furniture, while his myriads of posters of rodeo clowns, fierce bulls, and broncos watched from the walls. After finally finding an envelope filled with cash collected from his amateur gigs during the previous school holidays, he caught sight of his painted face in the mirror. For a mere moment, Ian considered wiping it off before leaving for town, but grunted, "Bugger it," smiled broadly, and headed out the door, unintentionally leaving behind Nana's list.